Hello YouTube, it is Damien. It is the Twitch stream. We are live on Twitch, link in the description below. Get the plug in early. It is Sunderland. It is Bright Lights. It is episode 16. For everybody with a keen eye, Damien, hurry up and get to it. Yes, we're top of the table. What happened? I'll tell you what happened. Is we were 7th. We won a game. Everybody else played each other in here. Stoke played Leeds. Barnsley played Sheffield. It all finished as a draw. So everyone, we were on 50 points. Everyone went to 51. We won and went to 53 tied with Norwich, who lost. And we had a better goal difference. As it stands right now, Norwich pumped the side just then. They pumped Wigan 3-0. Yeah, I was about to say their goal difference got up. We just won a game as well, but we'll get into that in just a second. But we're currently top on goal difference. Hinting this game against Barnsley, who will keep hanging around the playoffs, is quite important. As you can see here, Barnsley are there. I'm then going to bring you the Norwich game. And what I'm going to do is anyone inside the top 6 is going to be a YouTube episode. So I'm thinking this Sheffield-Norwich is going to be a double header. Anyway, you got QPR, Huddersfield, Fulham, Wigan. That's not a bad month for us in March. Millwall, Leeds, Blackburn. Leeds will be another game, on the YouTube. Stoke, Bristol City, and, Sheffield. I'm thinking definitely the Stoke game. And then if the title's on, we're going to just go and record everything until the title's done. But we'll see how we go. Anyhow, for the stream that we're currently on, we look like we're going to stream till the Millwall game and then see how we are after that. But we've got Barnsley here today. In Barnsley, it's a team that we've played a lot, but at the same time, we've always had the upper hand, you feel. We have, since the last game that you would have seen, which would have been the Leicester 3-2 loss, we played Hull and won 3-0 in a game we dominated. We played Birmingham in a game we dominated. And we played Cardiff in a game that we should have smacked them in, but needed a 91st minute winner. Against Reading, that game could have been 10. We were absolutely unbelievable. And against AFC Wimbledon, we played the 4-2-3-1 because I wanted to be a little bit more aggressive in our approach. And we absolutely slaughtered them. It was the first game on the stream. How we have not put more goals in there is beyond me. It's a joke. But we didn't. At the end of the day, Il Match made some great saves, including a save at the end of the game to keep us in at 2-1. It was quite a great save that we are going to go watch it. And he deserves a shout-out. It was an absolutely sensational save from El Match. If we go to the last highlight of the game, if we can, it wouldn't be nice. Where is it? I hate when this happens, because there's definitely a highlight here. El Match does what he needs to do. Comes from this front. There it is. Here he is. El Match. Anyway, Barsnely gets on the ball there. And when Barsnely gets on the ball, you go back to the behind the goal. And we slow it down. It's a ball over the top, and then Barsnely here, he just hits him in the edge of the box. He could have come in a little bit. It's arrowing across the keeper. A match with a reverse hand. It was a great save. I rested a few of the big boys for that game as they're down in 20th at Wimbledon. But with how well they played, I'm going to give him a chance to play here again in it. Clough's in some great goal scoring form, outscoring Renner at the moment, getting up his overall. You got Dylan Paluzzi, who just played superbly well in that game. Max Power misses out just. I say that, I'm going to actually switch that over. Paluzzi's going to come to the bench. Oviedo, Conrad, Garcia, Linus, El Match, Watmore, Honeyman, who's been complaining about first team football, played quite well in that game too. For a guy out of match. Thuram didn't have his best of games. And you might be thinking, Damien, who's Thuram? Tell you what happened in the transfers. If we go to down by date, we made one signing on the 7th of January, and that is Marcus Thuram. That is correct. Kepa Thuram's older brother. He was on a free. We approached to sign him on a 6-month, and then they said, give us 1.4 mil. We had it in the bank. I said, yes, come in. He's looking the goods. He's just someone better than Chris Maguire, who's currently out injured. In terms of what happened in signings, we actually got Lozano on loan out at Drumstart, and he's been playing games and been playing well in the Cup, and in non-competitively he's played 2 games. Hasn't started in the Bundesliga, but you got to remember they are currently on their holiday, their mid-season holiday. I think they just came back just now. Reece James went on loan with the option for Plymouth to buy, I think. I know Bolden went on option the loan to buy, but they ended up just buying him out for 400k because he played more than 2 games or 5 games or whatever it was. Charlie went straight out for 850. And then you got Luke O'Neill and Tom Flanagan went out on loan, but they've now both been bought by their clubs because they played more than 5 games. So we're going to get into the team selection here, and obviously because of how well they played against Wimbledon, we are in this 4-2-3-1. They do have the option to switch to 4-3-3, and there's a lot of lads on the bench that are good enough to play. Kepa Thuram is currently unhappy. The only reason he's on the bench is he was injured. Well, I might rest Barley there because he picked up a knock and bring Thuram onto the bench, and there we go. Honeyman's lacking his match fitness. But we will start him. The plan is to get a goal or two and then switch to the 4-3-3 and go a little bit more possession hungry and more of how we're doing. We're going to go and show them why we're on such a good run and I have faith in the boys. The lads seem to be responding very well to team talks at the moment as well, which is great, and the dressing room morale is through the roof. But here we go. We are going to pause the music and get into this live game here as Clough finds Honeyman. Honeyman now goes all the way back there to his keeper, Garcia. Back there on Match, who's growing, but it's an early quarter for Barsnely in the first minute. It's whipped in front post, but Kone gets it away. The highlight seems a little bit quick to me. Yes, we're one click too many. Anyway, Hulse now on the ball, looking for Bell. Bell's ball there, looking towards Cummings. Headed away, though, only as far as Alex Mowat, player that we nearly signed in the early part of the transfer window. But the ball over the top finds Duncan Watmore. In this 4-2-3-1, a little bit more direct, looking for the space in behind us. The ball towards Clough. And there we go. It is 1-0 Sunderland. Duncan Watmore over the top, using his speed. It was a good ball over the top too. And Clough at the front post. And inside the first 2 minutes, the 4-2-3-1 has come up, got absolute trumps. Honeyman with a great release ball. See what I mean? Honeyman is just plays those key passes when he's fit and available. I do feel sorry for the lad. We don't really play 4-2-3-1, but when we do, you see how key he is to it. And there we are, Zachy Clough in at the front post, in some amazing goal-scoring form right now, keeping Renat Dadasov out of the team, the youngster from the 20-year-old, if it wants to show me. I think that's Azeri, how you pronounce it, where he's from. It's a bit of a weird, obscure nation, but he is quite good in what he does, Renat. And so is Zach Clough, and this run of form in the last month, Zach has been absolutely amazing. Anyway, 25 minutes played, currently dominating possession in the 4-2-3-1, even though we're a bit more direct in how we play. The ball falls to Clough. Clough over the top towards Linus. We've got numbers in the box again. Back post to Marcus Thuram. Heads it. Davis saves. Marcus Thuram. It's a double save from Davis in goals. And in the end, the highlight's not over. It's cleared the Woodrow. The deflected ball over the top is going to be a throw in deep in their half. And that will be that. 35 minutes played. It is currently 1-0 Sunderland, still tied top of the table with Norwich, who must be winning their game. It's not time yet to bring up the later scores. I feel like later scores will come up after the 35 game mark, I reckon. And anyway, at halftime, I'm 1-0 up. Wilburton are getting pumped 4-0 by Stoke, who are a side in and around here. I'm going to tell the lads, don't get complacent. You're playing well. I'm going to tell Max Power, who is nervous, to calm down, that there's more to come from you. And he looks happy, and there we are. Anyhow, Cummings now. His ball plays back to Bauer. Bauer goes long from the kickoff, but in the end, Linus will intercept, and that will be the end of their pointless highlight. And we're there again here. Oviedo now, looking for Marcus Thuram. He's a big boy. Doesn't find him. Oviedo, though, on it. Finds Dylan. Dylan into Honeyman. Honeyman, can he find a good ball? He cuts it, but doesn't find anyone. Max Power finds Dylan. Back to Max Power. Can he find a ball in? Duncan Watmore takes a touch. 2 touches. Hits it across the keeper. And Davis really should have dealt with it. It was good little, dribbling there from Duncan Watmore to get into the area. Davis should have dealt with it, but it is 2-0, and we don't really care. Honeyman's deflected ball. Finds Max Power, his ball there. Clough makes the run away from the space in the middle to open up the space for Watmore, and there we are. That's Clough's ability to play as a trequartiste that's done that, pulling defenders away from the space to allow others to come into it, and there we go. Apparently we're looking for offside here. Apparently it was tight. Oh, there's someone there, I was about to say, but there we are. Clough reducing the space in the middle for Watmore, and there we go. Hello, cheeky dog, how are you? There we are. Anyway, we're going to go to the tactic screen here. We're thinking about a change. Don't like that Coney's on a booking, but we might leave it as it is right now, as there is a highlight. Come up here, Stella, my cheeky dog. You want to say hello to the stream? No, you don't? There we are, as my dog decides to start licking my arm, and now she's back to it. What do you want, cheeky? You want pats? There you go. As Torali on the ball there, front post, Woodrow, and there we go. Deflected cross at the front post, and Corley Woodrow will score. And in the 55th minute, it is 2-1 Sunderland. Corley Woodrow there, he's a player that always seems to score against me on previous FMs, just in the lower leagues. Toral's ball there, it's just deflected off Oviedo. Not much Oviedo can do. It just falls perfectly. On Match, nearly putting off the wonder save, and there we go. Come here, cheeky dog. There we are. The dog, say hello to the stream. You happy? There we go. Sit there. There we are. Alex Mowat, his ball now. Inside. Over the top to Bell. Bell now, it's all Barsnely at the moment. Bell's ball. Pagani Totos, who they signed in the summer window because apparently I was linked for him. Mowat there. Toral, his ball. Callum Woodrow's there again. And to be honest, he should have scored. Anyway, as time's ticking away here, 60 minutes played, we will make that one change. Kone's not having the best of the game and on a booking. We're going to bring young Porter on. There we are. At the same time, I'm thinking about bringing Joey Paluzzi on or switching to the 4-3-3, but we might leave it for now. If they didn't score that goal, we probably would have, but at 2-1, we might just leave it as it is. And Mowatt's off here. He's gone through the back of it. It's cynical. And Dylan's played for it too. It's beautiful from Dylan to lure in the foul. And Mowatt's off, and Barsnely down to 10 men. We should be okay now. With that in mind, I will switch to the 4-3-3 because we just keep the ball a little bit more better in that system. Very well played game there from Honeyman, but he will make way, and there we go. We're going to just bring Joe Paluzzi into his more natural half-back role at the back in the midfield three and see how we go. 75 minutes played. Time's ticking away here. Still ticking away. I'm happy with how we're keeping possession. In terms of a defensive change, we could make one. We're now going to make one now, I reckon. That is for sure. Klopp's going to come on this side here for Marks Thuram. Thuram's going to make way there. We're just going to bring Love on there as the last, as a fifth choice centre-back. And we're going to move to that. And with that in mind, we're going to move to more defensive, not very defensive. Not going to look for the overlap. We're obviously going to be more shorter in our passing, waste time whenever possible at the lowest tempo, dribble less, be more disciplined. Got to slow down the pace, hold our shape, and regroup. And there we go. Done with that. And we're going to obviously drop a little bit deeper, not use such a high line, and not use the offside trap. And there we go. We're going to confirm those changes there. And we should be able to hold on. With that in mind, we also got to tell the lads to concentrate if we can play this game. And there we are. We should get home and hosed. There's 30 seconds left, but we have control of the ball, which makes me think that we are going to be okay in this one here. But we have seen late goals in previous episodes on YouTube. Hints last episode. If you haven't watched last episode, absolute cracker of 2 games. 2 late goals in both games. I won't spoil the results, even though we already went through them on the earlier part of this episode. Duncan Watmore there, ball over the top. We won't get there, but with 3 seconds left on the clock, you would imagine that's another win for Sunderland, and we continue our charge towards maybe promotion. I don't want to utter those words, but definitely maybe promotion. And the way that just we go to the analysis screen, right? And the way that we have gone, maybe the stat screen's better to look. Just the way that we have played here, absolutely unreal. Another 23 shots, 8 on target. We're just in some good goal-scoring form and definitely playing well. You know, Watmore had a crazy game out there, out wide. We're going to continue there, and we've done the team talk, and there we go. So against 5th place Barnsley, we win. We're still top, tied on points and goal difference now with Norwich. Norwich have been beating sides left, right, and centre by goals and not conceding, so they've caught up our goal difference pretty quickly. Got to attend that press conference, but for everybody on the YouTube, that's going to be the end of the episode. That is the end of episode 16. Episode 17 is going to be Norwich in that top of the table clash. Will we still be top by that stage? I don't know, but come and check it out against Norwich. That will be episode 17. But from Damien, from the stream, from Sunderland and Bright Lights, that's the end of episode 16. Links in the description below to come follow us on Twitch and Twitter so you know when we're going live. From Damien, thank you and goodbye.